Hey fans, we're back. Puppets and Predictions here coming live at ya.
That's right.
We got a very exciting episode for you this week. Some big movies coming out this weekend, right Matt?
We certainly do. Big, at the beginning of the summer right now.
We're getting ready. Get your shirts off, get that tan on, because I'm Ryan.
I'm Matt.
And let's talk the movies. This past weekend, Pirates of the Caribbean sailed to a disappointing $78.5 million 4-day opening weekend.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 stole the number 2 slot with a $27.2 million 4-day fourth weekend.
Exactly. And also there was no lifeguard on duty this weekend when Baywatch drowned with a $23 million 4-day weekend.
Heyo.
You ready to get us started in our top 10, Matt?
Let's do it! In our number 10 slot, we have Tres Idiotas, which is a movie I'm now hearing about for the first time, which I believe is getting a limited release. So, we think that it's going to have an opening weekend of $1.7 million.
Sounds good, Matt. Let's move on to number 9. This week we have Snatched in week 4. This week we're projecting a 48% decrease for Snatched and a week 4 projection of $2.1 million.
And then in number 8, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, in its third week. We think it's going to go down 49% and make $2.3 million.
All right, and then coming in right after that, we have Everything in week 3.
You know, Ryan, this actually reminds me of a story about my own life.
Do tell.
I call it A Few Things. So, for the first several years of my life, my mom always told me that I was allergic to everything and that I could never go outside. But, you know, I fell in love with a girl. She was my next door neighbor, and I fell in love with her, and I would see her all the time, and eventually she got me to go out of my comfort zone, and we ran away together, Ryan. And then I had a heart attack.
Really?
And then we found out that I actually never had any disease, and my mom was pissed, Ryan. She came after me, she was like, "You can't do that! You're not allowed to leave the house!" And I was like, "I don't care, Mom. That's why I ran away." And she was like, "But I need to know where you are at all times." And I was like, "But Mom, you don't need to. That's stupid, Mom. I'm in love with her." And she was like, You don't even know what love is. And I was like, but yes, I do. It's this feeling I have in my heart. And it turned out, Ryan, that the whole time I was just allergic to tree nuts.
$42% decrease and $3.5 million.
And then at number 6, we have Alien Covenant in its third week. We're going to compare it to Saw 4, which came out in October of 2007 and had a third week drop of 52%, and The Purge Election Year, which came out last July and had a third week drop of 50%. We think that Alien Covenant is going to have a third week drop of 51% and make $5.2 million in its third week.
Cool, man. Coming in right after that, we have Baywatch in week 2. We're going to compare that to a movie that's actually already in the top 10, Snatched, which had a second week drop of 60%. Zoolander 2, coming out last February, second week drop 61%. And Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, second week drop 59%. So what we're saying for Baywatch in week 2 is a drop of 58% and a projection of $7.8 million. That's what we're saying.
Right on. And then at number 4, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in its fifth week. We think it's going to go down 46% and make $11.3 million in the fifth week.
Cool. Coming in right after that, we have last week's leader, Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales in week 2. We're going to compare that to Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, the May 2007 one, that was the third edition. Second week drop 62%. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, which was the fourth film, came out May 2011. Second week drop 59%. And Jason Bourne, which came out last summer, had a second week drop of 62%. So what we're saying for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, is a decrease of 61% and a projection of $24.6 million.
Darn. Okay, and then at number 2, we have Captain Underpants. You know, I'm really excited for this. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie in its opening weekend.
Yeah, we're both really excited here because we're actually hosting a screening at the Alamo Drafthouse for only people in their underwear to see this film. 2 nights, so we invite you guys out to it. It's really exciting. Oh, wow. Look at all these mean YouTube comments already.
Yeah, people really don't like this idea.
I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it's just for people in their underwear. I mean, you can go to any other screening you want in your clothes and just your underwear and no clothes at all. I mean, it's fine.
It's not like we're saying that people who aren't wearing their underwear aren't allowed to see it.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, just go to a different screening. I mean, this is the first superhero in their underwear. Why can't they have that? Those people in their underwear.
We're celebrating Underpants. We're celebrating Underpants by honoring people who have underpants. So we're going to compare Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, to Penguins of Madagascar, which came out in November of 2014 and had an opening weekend of $25.4 million. Romeo and Juliet, which came out in February of 2011 and had an opening weekend of $25.4 million. And Bolt, which came out in November of 2008 and had an opening weekend of $26.2 million. We think this is going to have an opening weekend of $25 million.
And that brings us to the number one movie this week. Coming out this week, we have Wonder Woman in week 1. And let's celebrate, get this party started by getting a little DC aesthetic in here.
What?
Look, it's all dark and gritty and black and white. I mean, look at us. It's a little puppet and a prediction man here. A prediction god, at least. I mean, look at us. If you're a puppet and I'm a god, then who's Superman? Who's Superman supposed to be? I mean, the red capes are coming. Ooh.
Ryan, stop! Stop. What are you doing?
What? I'm like Lex Luthor.
No, stop it. I get the reference, but like, this is not that movie. This is a whole new movie. Wonder Woman's going to turn the DC universe around. It already has the highest Rotten Tomatoes score of any DC movie so far. I think I need to bring my friends in to convince you of that. Okay, so all my friends just texted me back saying that they booked their flights and they'll be here in a few days. But in the meantime, I think we should just go ahead and do the predictions.
All right, okay. We're going to compare this to Doctor Strange, coming out in November last year, opening weekend $85 million. We have Thor: The Dark World, coming out November 2013, opening weekend $85.7 million. And Logan, coming out a few months ago, opening weekend $88.4 million. So what we're saying for Wonder Woman in week 1 is an $88 million opening weekend.
Woo!
All right, and that's the episode this week. That's all we got. So let's bring it on up. The final word.
The final word.
What's your word, Matt?
Tra-la-la!
Excellent.
Like Captain Underpants says.
Yeah. Exciting, man. My word this week is idiotas, porque los dos idiotas están aquí todos los días.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Adios.
Bye, everybody.